Continuing on with the Clone Wars, we now come to episode 8 of season 1, Bombad Jedi. This episode is a bit of a weird one, and I think it's because it's a Jar Jar centered episode. Anything that he's not in I do really enjoy, but because he takes center stage for most of this episode, I can't bring myself to like it very much. So what happens? Padme is on a diplomatic mission to the planet Rodia because of one of her old friends, Aconda Far, has said that his planet is without food and other essential supplies. However, it turns out that Aconda Far has joined with Nute Gunray as a part of a deal, and he wants Padme captured. Padme, however, escapes after Jar Jar is mistaken for a Jedi. Padme needs to find a way to rescue Jar Jar and capture Nute Gunray. This episode is one of those that I didn't write much in my notes while watching the episode, and it generally means there isn't anything that I think is worthwhile talking about. The main thing I liked is that they started with Rodia starving, and the Republic is unwilling to help, and because of this, it turns Aconda to join Nute Gunray in the CIS. This is what I wanted the episode to be about, learning what happens to the worlds that are not militarized for the Republic's use, and how they fare in a universe where they have to trust the Republic to send help when they need it, but when they don't, things just get worse and worse on the planet, and people then have to start taking drastic action, and join the side that may not be what you would willingly choose to go for. But if it means getting supplies to your planet, then it's a worthwhile gamble. However, instead we got an episode about how Gunray mistook Jar Jar for a Jedi, which in fairness isn't all that interesting. Something that I did like in this episode as well is Padme, just because in this episode we see a lot of Leia in her. And I know this doesn't sound shocking because she is Leia's mother, but we have seen Padme in small action scenes in the Clone Wars so far before. However, this episode has her very much in that capture and breakout scenario, much like Leia on the Death Star in A New Hope. And it's also what she is wearing is very reminiscent of Leia's princess outfit in A New Hope as well, which is nice to see as well. I don't know if this was done purposely or not, but it's cool nonetheless. However, that's basically all I have to say about this episode. There wasn't much else that I found interesting or worthwhile talking about. Jar Jar is just as annoying as ever, and for some reason his foolishness ends up working out well at the end. However, I just don't find anything interesting to me about him, and it's just annoying as well. I'm just glad that there are not many episodes where I have to tolerate Jar Jar too much, but the ones where I do, it just sort of ruins the grand scheme of things in the episode. So as you can tell, I didn't like this episode. If it was going about how the planet's changing sides in order to keep their people on the planet healthy and supplied that they set up with at the start, then I might have liked it more. But because it was basically a Jar Jar focused episode, I can't bring myself to like it. Again, there are elements I did enjoy, but the episode for me is just one I can miss.